Hey guys, we're at Ameritron right now, and we're with Randy. And Randy, what's your call? Or do you have
KC5NIS.
KC5NIS? Okay. And Randy's going to take us around here. But the first thing I noticed, I mean, you guys build some high power amplifiers here, right?
That's right.
And there's all kinds of ways to check it. But first thing I was noticing is the marijuana plants down here in the center. Now, y'all use those specially to the RF somehow.
What do you mean by high power?
The high power stuff right there. You use those to kind of help tune the amplifiers, right? Which way do we need to go first?
We can go down this way.
Go down this way? All right. That looks like an input circuit for one of your amps.
One of the input circuits for the A82, the 1500, and the 1200 circuit. So, yeah, you can see the little tuning slugs right there on the side.
Hi. So there's an individual tuning coil there for each of the bands.
Right, individual slug for each band. So, and we tune that here. That's not something the customer normally does. We tune it here to match the tube to the transmitter, 50 ohms.
Now, I've got an AL80B. Does it have something similar to this, or are they?
All the tube amplifiers have something similar. It's not exactly like this, but every one of them is made to match the amplifier in the tube.
Okay. Well, let's see what all you got here. Oh.
This is one of the models they used to go by to build. Yeah. And you can see that network that you were just looking at right here in the front. This is the band switch. So at the same time you're switching the input network, you're also switching the output network.
Right.
So.
These are what, 3-500s?
These are 3-500s. Yeah, this is the AL82. So,
okay.
But basically all three amps are the same except for this tube chassis here. So they all have the same power. So that's pretty good. Yeah, these squirrel cages, they move a tremendous amount of air for the noise, the noise level that they have. So, and we force it down into that chassis, and it comes up around the tubes. And of course, the ceramic tubes, the 1500 ceramic tube, it goes up through the fins, so it keeps it really nice and cool.
So this is the beautiful work, man. I mean, this is a pretty amplifier here with the 3
We wind all these coils.
You build the capacitors?
Build the capacitors and stuff like that here. So there's very little bit about the amplifier that we don't make ourselves.
Yeah. Now, so we got various parts here.
Yeah, this is the line where we make the 80B. Right now,
the 80, okay.
These tuners, you can see this is the ATR 30.
Oh man, that is a beautiful tuner.
And you see this. This is similar to the MFJ roller inductor. We actually wind this ourselves as well, but you can see what this is made of. This is a quarter-inch, looks about 063 copper that's silver-plated.
Yeah.
And then all the components are also silver-plated.
And that roller inductor, you guys make this roller inductor?
We make this, we make this. We wind this everything we wind here. So we've got a silver-plated air core with a silver-plated roller rolling down it, so it makes a good contact.
Yeah, that is smooth too, man. That's just really smooth there. And you've got the you got your caps in there.
Yeah, air variables that we put together, and just basically a switch for the different coax outputs, and then a Balun for a ladder line.
Very nice, very nice.
One thing at a time.
Yeah. Now this is the back of either, I guess, the roller inductor or the that's the back of the roller inductors in the front. Yeah.
So this the 800H you were talking about will look similar to this. This is the 80B.
This is 80B. I've got one of these with the single 3-500.
500, yeah.
And this is, of course, missing the power supply.
Missing the power supply transformer. But yeah, the tank circuit and all there. And see, similar situation with the input circuit, except they're in the back of the amplifier on this one. Band switch up front, input network in the back. So, but all the amplifiers basically have the same circuitry. They just get a little bit bigger, a larger tube, larger power supply, stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Here's the transformers. Oh man, that's what we have in the 80B. Pretty heavy transformer. Pretty nice transformer. What's the voltage out on those transformers? About
on this
1,500 or so, or 2,000?
80B. No, it runs around 2,700 AC output. Then when it gets rectified, it jumps up to around 30, 31, 32, like that. So anytime you rectify,
probably 20. Yeah, it's going to put it up 1.4 or something times that. So, all right.
This is a new one. Yeah, this is a new unit that he's testing.
AL82, he's testing.
with the two 3500s in it. And you see he's got the cover.
Okay.
Slightly on there.
Is that to hold down any kind of interlock switch or anything? You got an interlock switch on there?
Yeah, don't get too close. That one runs 3600 volts on the plate, so.
Yeah, cool, man. And I see you got your bird watt meter up here, and do you have a kilowatt load or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Desk there out of the way, so it's very inglamorous, so you would keep it out of the way.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that interlock switch is really neat to have, isn't it? So yeah, yeah, about 3,000 volts floating around, maybe, you know. Yeah, that's an input circuit.
This also is an input circuit and the filament choke. This is for the 811 and 811H. So you can see the relay circuit and where you jumper it to change it from the 110 volts to
Relay. What are these relays for here?
These are transmit receiver relays.
One of the things, you know, being here 50-something years, used to homebrew a lot of stuff, but we use big relays, man, to switch stuff, you know. And
Well, we did
I'm amazed that little small relays like this can handle a kilowatt.
Well, we did that too. We had large, clunky relays, okay, and then the disadvantage of that, they're kind of slow. But one of the things we've done, even with the larger relays, you run into the problem of hot switching, which they're naturally going to do by themselves if you don't control it. But we're using two individual relays, and we have a little circuit here that's going to time delay the relays so that the output of the amplifier makes a connection before the input. So you don't get any power on the output relay until the input one closes. So you don't get any of the arcing. So, and then when it unkeys, it does it in the opposite order. It'll unkey the input relay and then unkey the out one. So you don't get any arcing across the relays, which makes the life of the relay a lot greater. So these are 16 amp relays with double contacts. So 8 amps each contact. So you're actually having two contacts on the output instead of just one, which gives you double the receive capability. Sometimes the relays will lose the receive capability because of the contact knocking, making them, but we actually have two on each relay. So now you've got two contacts making instead of just one on the receive side. So that helps a lot.
Okay,
too.
well, that's good. Yeah. Well, wait. What are we building over here? Is this a Balun? Is that a Balun or something, or?
Now that is a one-to-one current Balun. Okay. Actually, you see, that's the one for a dipole. We use the same setup for the current Balun. And what you see, the two wires she's putting in there now, you've got those ferrite beads wrapped around that RG303 coax.
Oh, I see it now. Can I see it? Can I hold one of those with the beads here, please? One of the things. Yeah. I didn't see the beads at first, but they're covered. They're covered with shrink wrap.
And that'll get folded up into the threes and put inside that pipe. And of course, I think you've got like 50 or 60 beads there, something like that.
And that coax, that's that RG.
That is RG303.
303.
And it's a Teflon dielectric inside, makes it very.
I've built some Baluns with that stuff, and I mean it's amazing that small stuff with the Teflon. It's rated like maybe 2,000 watts at 30 megs or something, you know.
With the Teflon, man, you can get that thing super hot. It's not even going to affect it.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I didn't realize the little beads were that small, and you just got a bunch of them on there, about 50 on there, and heat shrink them down on that. And now, does this fit inside what you're making there?
Yeah, she's going to fold it into threes, and you can look down in there and see it.
Oh, you're going to fold it into thirds.
That's why you have a little gap there.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but so you'll fold that in thirds and stick it down in here and try to hook it all up.
And like that, say that's for a dipole, but we also make one with a coax connector on the other end, so you can just slide it, drop into a series with your antenna if you need to.
Okay, cool.
And you see there's some of the coax there. Haven't got the beads.
Oh yeah. That's some good coax here. Yeah, it is. Here's your plate choke for your 811 amp. It looks like.
Whole tube chassis where the sockets are, and the feedback network, and then the parasitics on the top. That's right. Yep. And then the power supply. There's a power supply for one of them, and part of the tank
circuit.
That's right. They're on the same PC board.
Yeah.
And you can see that's what she's building. Parasitics suppressors right there. And then this lady's building a switching power supply for like the ALS 606 and stuff like that. You can see this is the circuit board.
Is that like a 50-volt supply or 48?
It's 50 volts, 12 volts negative for all the components inside the unit.
All right, so 50
for the
volt,
finals.
How many amps? You-
25 amps.
25
Yeah,
50 watt.
that's what it normally runs. 25 at 50 volts,
Uh-huh.
and then you, of course, you have your 12-volt circuits for the chips and all that stuff.
Sure.
Like that. So.
Okay. Okay. We'll make it through okay. What?
ALS 600.
This is the solid state AL600 amplifier.
Right, and you see, these are the low pass filters on the top, or switch stem of the relays, and then under that you can see the PA section right there with the finals on it.
Is that some type thermal cutoff or something?
That is a thermal switch on the side of the heat sink. When it gets above 170, I believe, degrees, it's going to just click off and prevent the amplifier from keying
Does that amp have a fan or anything in it?
It does. It's on the it does. It's on the back side of the chassis, and you can see that's why that PA is wrapped in that aluminum, because it's feeding air right through it, and it comes out the side. Kind of like a little bit of
yeah.
And this is one of the linear power supplies for that amplifier.
Linear. Okay, linear power supply.
Linear, I mean a huge transformer,
Right.
not switching. So I guess you could think of it as analog. But
That's, I guess, is that a solid state amp?
it is. The 606 and the 1306 are really very similar, but you add another PA. So this is basically the PA we're talking about here.
Which one is this?
This is a 606 PA. So
And power-wise, how much?
power-wise, this is 600 watts.
600 watts.
But then for the 1306, all we're going to do is we're going to add another one.
Oh, you're going to put two of them in there.
We're going to put two of them side by side,
Yeah.
and then the power supply will have two power supplies, one each for each one. So basically, you're just doubling everything.
So what do you parallel the output or something? How do you?
We run it into a combiner circuit, and then run it through a low pass filter, just like the other. So I'll show you that.
Yeah, gotcha. Look at those transformers, man. Those things are heavy.
That's the one that goes in the AFD.
Yeah.
1500s and 1200s.
This is a nice transformer, man. And that's not a cheap transformer either. I mean, there's a lot in here, man.
It's heavy, and we ship those in like 3 boxes. So
Yeah.
the transformer does not come in it. Now here's one of the power supplies we're talking about.
Mhm.
You saw the single unit. This is for the 1306, so we're going to have two individual power supplies, 50 volts, one for each PA.
Okay.
So, and that's on the 1306. You have two current meters, one for each one of these power supplies.
So I'm not real familiar with it, but I guess if a power supply just quit working, you would still have half power with the other.
Not really.
Not
no,
really.
it would not. No, because you're going through that combiner circuit. The amplifier is going to shut off. Anytime it detects a power output between the two phases is greater than 50 watts,
Okay.
it just shuts it off. So
Okay.
that means
All right.
no
Well,
problems.
I learned something. Yeah.
Finished units for that PA. And you
What is okay? The
1306.
1306 with two.
You see the two PAs. And we'll flip it around here where you can see everything else. So you got the two PAs that are under the bottom, and then they come up. This is your combiner circuit, and it feeds right into the low pass filter section. And that's basically, it's very simple. I mean, you take the power coming in, you split it right here, and you go to the two different PAs. It amplifies it, and it combines it right back together, and then runs it to the low pass filter.
You know, that is so pretty. Even if I wasn't a ham, I think I'd buy me one of these, take the cover off, and just set it on my coffee table for people to look at.
Yeah. And then right here is a 606. Basically, it's half of this amplifier. And I don't think I have this one operational. Let me see if I do.
Kaboom! No.
Yeah, don't say that. Okay. So basically, what the 1306 and the 606 have internal circuits that will control the pan. So as I switch my radio, you see, if I go to 160 meters, it's automatically going to 160.
How does it know to switch like that? Does it send some type data signal, cat signal or something?
Kenwood, ICOM, Yaesu all use different signals, but this one will accept all three of them. This is going to follow.
That's kind of neat. For instance, if I had this thing remoted with a RigPi, I could change bands, and the amplifier would change automatically.
Right, and we also have a device where you can do that over the internet. So you'll be able to remotely control the amplifier through an internet connection. So if you have that with your radio, and you control the amplifier too. So you can do that, or you can manually change it just like this, and you can hear the low pass filters changing in and out. But yeah, that'll be something that's new. That'd be our newest thing. Would be that internet control, which works with that. What was it, the MFJ 1234?
The Rick Power 1234.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to change everything remotely and operate a complete remote station at 1,300 watts if you wanted to.
Okay. Great. All right. Well, hey, what's your call?
KC5 NIS.
NIS. KC5 NIS. Okay. Well, great. Thanks for showing us around. And well, right hand shake. We'll see you later. Thank you. Pencil lid, I guess, right?
Well,
or that was the foxhole one.
that was the foxhole one.